Hey guys, welcome to our beautiful campsite here near Knoxville, Tennessee, the home of the University of Tennessee and the Tennessee Volunteers. You can see we have a nice, very large gravel parking pad, plenty of space for our trusty truck Seymour and our beloved Airstream. And we have a wooden picnic table, a fire pit, and this site does have water and electric connections. And speaking of water, we have this beautiful waterfront view. Love thy enemy is the theme of this week's video. Now, the word enemy may be taking things a little too far, but as many of you know, I'm a longtime supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide, and one of our arch rivals is, of course, the Tennessee Volunteers. There can be no rivalry without respect, and I have always had tremendous respect for Tennessee's great teams that they have fielded over the years. They have always been a challenging rival, and I have attended many a game in which my team did not come out on top against the Volunteers. You know, a really unique and interesting experience I'm having here is once I found myself wearing the team colors, wearing a proper Tennessee shirt, I suddenly felt kind of an allegiance with my fellow fans here. There's something that happens when you wear your team's colors. We are tribal by nature. Programmed into our DNA, apparently. And when you are wearing the colors of your tribe, you feel an allegiance. Awesome, dude. Yeah. Say some go balls.
Go balls.
Yeah. Now this week we were especially lucky because a member of Loloho Nation happens to work for the University of Tennessee Volunteers football program.
Check 1, 2.
Last year,
Hey,
we
one.
took out this section in the north end zone.
We took a complete tour of the beautiful facilities at the University of Tennessee and the football program. Everything is first class. Of course, Tennessee has had great football success over the years, and there was a guy who played football here named Peyton something or other. Tennessee has many wonderful traditions associated with their football program. First and foremost, we got to say something about that bright, brilliant orange color that is so distinctive in the college football landscape. I believe the origins of that color choice go back at least 100 years. And you gotta admit, when you see that bright orange, you know it's the Tennessee Volunteers. The stadium at Tennessee is Neyland Stadium, and it's named after General Robert Neyland. General was not a nickname. The guy was an actual general, and he was a brilliant football coach who coached at the University of Tennessee. His teams were known for defense, and in fact, I believe those teams shut out 17 opponents in a row. Another unique Tennessee tradition has to do with the checkerboard pattern.
I don't know if I can squeeze into those.
If I got in them, I'd be arrested so fast.
Right, same here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, they would escort me away.
You guys changed.
You will see the checkerboard pattern in the end zones, but you will also see it throughout campus. People will be wearing it on clothing, including, for some reason, on overalls. But you'll see that checkerboard pattern everywhere, and it actually originated in the brick checkerboard pattern of a building on campus. So when you see that orange and white checker pattern, it's really referencing the home campus there at the University of Tennessee. And it's a way for Tennessee fans to show their pride.
Hell yeah.
What's up, baby? Go Balls! Go Balls! Oh, go Balls!
Hell yeah.
Balls by 50, come on! Go Balls! Another really unique and powerful Tennessee tradition is the song Rocky Top. If you attend a football game at the University of Tennessee, prepare to hear Rocky Top before, during, and after the event. Tennessee, of course, is a beautiful state and home to the Great Smoky Mountains. Well, the Rocky Top song references a mythical mountainous place in Tennessee where life is just better than life in the city. I'll never forget, probably more than 40 years ago, I attended the Alabama-Tennessee game that was played in Birmingham, Alabama. Tennessee won that day, and they won big.
You're going to hear the fans. 3, 2, 1. Tennessee beats Alabama.
And I remember Tennessee fans singing Rocky Top at the top of their lungs throughout the city of Birmingham.
Go Vols! Go Vols! Go Vols! Go Vols!
I honestly think the Tennessee fans are great.
Got it.
All right.
One more.
Oh, okay.
Got it. Awesome, thanks, man.
Awesome, man.
Thank you. It took 272 pom-poms.
Wow.
Yeah.
Commitment.
Yeah, took the whole entire
It's
freshman
about
season.
1,000 degrees in there.
Yeah, it's hot, but it's gonna be cool. The whole reason's to get on the Jumbotron, so I think we're gonna get it today.
You win, dude. You win.
And it was tremendous fun attending a game in the stadium. Tennessee fans are very vocal.
Let's go!
Vocal in terms of support of their team. This stadium does get loud.
Okay, let's go.
And they are vocal in terms of letting their opinions be known when something goes wrong, especially if an official is involved. Neyland Stadium is one of the loudest football stadiums I've ever been in. I think it's something to do with the design of that stadium. The upper deck wraps all the way around the circumference of the stadium. So there's nowhere for the noise to really escape. It's kind of trapped inside and bounces back and forth. A couple of restaurants to know about. So we've been strolling along Cumberland Avenue here in Knoxville, looking for a good place to eat. And we're chatting with some locals, and they recommended Gus's Good Time Deli. This place, I can tell, is kind of a campus institution and is popular amongst students. It's a deli, you know, where you'd get really delicious fresh sandwiches and French fries and that sort of thing. It's open, I believe, until 3 a.m. and I can only imagine how good those hot roast beef sandwiches would taste at 2 in the morning. The second restaurant is another local institution called Calhoun's on the River. And of course, the location on the river is right next to campus at the University of Tennessee. And it's a very popular place to visit on game day. So during the really big football games, a bunch of boats gather out here. And they are known informally as the Vol Navy. And they really set up and tailgate and party out here on the Tennessee River, right outside the stadium. While at Calhoun's, I had a really interesting exchange. I was standing down there by the riverfront watching an airboat. Some people had come to dinner in an airboat and they were hopping on the boat heading home. And I noticed a Vietnam veteran watching this boat. And I knew he was a Vietnam veteran because he was wearing one of those veterans caps that displayed his service on the cap. And so I approached this man and thanked him for his service. As many of you know, earlier this year, Christy and I visited Vietnam for the first time.
So we're about to embark on a Vespa adventure here in the Hoi An area.
This man explained to me that he was interested in the fan boat because he'd been on similar fan boats over in Vietnam.
Thank you for your service. I mean, after being there, I mean, really just opened my eyes to what you guys must have, just a little taste of what you must have experienced. I mean,
that's why it was heartwarming when you shook my hand. Back in '69 when I got out, people tried to spit on me, you know what I mean? So, wow, that didn't cut it. But, yeah.
You endured a lot even after you got back home. Okay.
And he really opened up to me, and
I had a mortar come in my tent, blew the hell out of everything.
And I shared this story because, first of all, talking to this man was the highlight of my visit to Calhoun's. And secondly, it says something about travel. When we travel, it brings us closer to people in ways you can never even really predict. When we went to Vietnam, I had no idea that it would somehow bring me closer to a Vietnam veteran in Knoxville, Tennessee. But that's what it did. Now I'm going to circle back to the love thy enemy theme here. The philosophy of love thy enemy is a profound principle that calls for compassion and understanding even when faced with conflict and adversity. We live in famously divided times here in the United States. Everything seems to be white, black, red, blue, crimson, orange. It was truly one of the most fascinating sports experiences of my life to put on the shirt of an arch rival team and attend a game in their stadium, wearing their colors and cheering for that team. And I think there may be a deeper lesson to be learned here. You know, it has been said to understand your opponent, you really need to be willing to look at the world from their perspective, walk a mile in their shoes. Now, I did feel a little bit like this runs counter to all of my programming for all of my life, but that is kind of the point. If you can find it in yourself to cheer for a rival team, you can deprogram your brain just a little bit. And I think if we would all love our enemies in this country, we might take the temperature down just a little bit, and the world might become just a little bit better place. A lot of good things are happening at the University of Tennessee, and I would recommend anyone come here and check it out, whether or not you're a Tennessee fan. And I want to give a big shout out of thanks to Donald and Leah at the University of Tennessee for being such wonderful hosts. Now, do I think at some point in the future, Tennessee and Alabama fans might come together and sing Kumbaya instead of Rocky Top and Sweet Home Alabama? Probably not. But there is hope for understanding between our two peoples. So that's it, guys. I hope you're enjoying our videos in this new series celebrating college football game day in college towns around the United States and perhaps around the world. Where will we go next? We sincerely do not know, and that's part of the fun. Please continue to chime in, post a comment, let us know what you think about this video style, and let us know where you'd like to see us go, because the road is wide open from here. Until next time, I am Sean. This is Long Long Honeymoon, where we say, lo lo ho.